Welcome to Legit Street Cars, and behold my new 2010 Lincoln MKZ, a totally mint Lincoln MKZ, and you guys are never going to be able to guess the mileage of this car. After you see it, I dare you, comment down below. You're going to get it wrong, but after 4 days of working on this car to get it to this point, which is really nice, today sadly is my last day with my Lincoln. I've gotten kind of used to it. I feel like a little Alex McConaughey driving this thing around, but tomorrow we are handing the keys, the title, and a few other nice Christmas gifts to a single mother in need so we can make her 2020 one she'll never forget. Now, I've always wanted to give a single mom a good used car because my mom was a single mom, and man, oh man, did she drive some beaters, and I'd imagine her life would have been much easier if she just had a decent car. So you guys are gonna meet Kinga at the end of the video, but just know she doesn't know anything about this Lincoln. This is all a total surprise to her, and like my mom, Kinga is a very hard-working person in need of a good car. So a few years back, Kinga's husband Chris unfortunately lost his battle with depression and is no longer with us. And Chris was a friend, and we may talk about him a little bit later in the video.
Now, I wanted to surprise Kinga with the Lincoln before Christmas, and we only had about a week to get everything done, so I had to get the whole team together for this one. But it all started with my friend Samcrac and a guy named Scott.
Hi, Kinga. I hope you really enjoy the car. My name is Scott, and I've been really fortunate in life. I've actually been given the gift of life twice. My father and my brother have both given me kidneys when I've been in need. I'm doing great, and I'm really happy to be able to pass along my fortune to you. I am so excited that Alex presented the idea, and I was completely on board. This is just fantastic. And so this car has been something that has really cared for me, and I've really cared for it. And it's been extremely reliable, and I hope that it continues to care for you. I wanted to wish you a very Merry Christmas, a Happy Holiday, and for everybody out there, I hope that you enjoy the video, subscribe, press that like button, smash that like button. Again, Happy Holidays and Merry Christmas.
So Scott had originally offered the car to Sam, but he had already given a friend a car for Christmas, and knowing I wanted to help a single mom out with a car, he passed along Scott's contact info to me. I pitched Scott the idea, and he was all about it, so I had the car shipped from Detroit to Chicago, and it showed up with a clean title in the trunk and 2 keys, and Scott was so moved by the idea, he wouldn't accept any payment for the car at all.
Wow, this is a really nice car. Fired right up. Battery may be a little weak. Let's take a look. Underneath looks solid. This thing is nice. I don't see any rust yet. I mean, look at the pinch welds. Perfect. Let's see. Oh, no way. Oh, Kinga is gonna flip out. This is so nice. This is so nice. Oh my gosh. The wood grain is in great shape. Yep, touchscreen. Oh, this is beautiful. Look at the condition. I mean, this is clean. This is gonna be perfect. Look at the headliner. Heated and cooled seats. Look at all the buttons are in excellent condition. I mean, you'd think you were in a brand new car. Hold on, let's see. It's got a backup camera. It has parking sensors I saw back there. Little crack in the windshield, no biggie. Little bit of a crease here, but I got a good dent guy. We got a broken mirror, no problem. I'll grab one of those. Little bit of a scuff here on the rear bumper, but I got a good paint guy. Chicago Auto Pros will take that right out. Dennis does dents. You got a dent right here to take out. We are gonna get the whole team on this thing and make it look amazing. But first, I gotta get it in the garage and see if it needs anything mechanically before we do anything else, because I wanna hand this over to Kinga in perfect mechanical and cosmetic condition. Well, this is something I don't see every day on my rack, especially on this YouTube channel, and that is a car that I just received that doesn't need anything. Look at this thing. Look at this. No leaks coming from the oil pan. The mounts look solid. There's no leaks from the transmission. Oh, and this is all-wheel drive. Look at that. Axles look perfect. Look at the underbody. Look at this. Look at the floors. Just solid. And we have a bone-dry rear differential. Guys, there's just nothing to do. This is crazy. The shocks aren't even leaking. The springs aren't broken. The brakes, they're a little rusty. It's been sitting all year. but the pads are practically new in the rear and even better in the front, so no need to touch the brakes. It doesn't get much better than this, and I spoke to the Lincoln dealer that maintained this car since day one, and they recently did a trans service, but it is due for a tune-up, so I'll have something to do, and I am going to undercoat the entire underbody of this thing. And yeah, October 2020. So he did a battery 2 months ago on this thing, probably from sitting. Take a look at the tires. Scott said these tires have maybe a couple thousand miles on them, and the chrome wheels aren't pitted and leaking. That is very, very rare. Okay, so I just got back from the auto parts store and grabbed everything we need to get this Lincoln up to spec on maintenance. But before we get to this, I gotta introduce today's video sponsor and a generous supporter of the giveaway, hooking Kinga up with $1,000, and that would be NordVPN.
I've been using NordVPN for a couple years now to secure my internet connection, but one of my favorite features is content unblocking. This will blow your mind. Say you live in the US and you want to watch Top Gear on Netflix. You can't do it, but with NordVPN, you can make a safe internet connection to any one of their 5,500 servers located all around the world. So let's connect to Germany and then just hit refresh, and just like that, you're watching Matt LeBlanc on Top Gear. Netflix rotates many shows and movies, so right now you can't even watch Friends in the US either, but let's head over to the UK, hit refresh, and we're watching Matt LeBlanc again on Friends. And the best part is NordVPN is only $3.71 a month, and there's a 30-day money-back guarantee. Nord is having a sweet Christmas deal right now. Sign up for a 2-year plan and get 4 months totally free.
All you gotta do is go to nordvpn.com/legit. I'll drop a link down below, and I'll list some more shows that you can unlock with NordVPN as well. So a big, big thanks to NordVPN for being a continued sponsor of automotive content creators like myself. Now let's get back to the Lincoln and tune it up. I've always wanted to say that. All right, so check this out. We got the gapper on the case, and what are we at here, like 36, 37? And here is the plug I just pulled. And, oh, we're blowing right past that. Let's see, where are we going here? Where are we going, guy? Oh, 60 thousandths of an inch. Jeez, that is way worn out. So not sure if that's going to help you guys with mileage here, but I didn't have any records for the tune-up, which is weird. It was dealer maintained, so I'm glad we're doing it. All right, spark plugs have been replaced. Intake manifold is back on and torqued. We're moving on to an air filter. Let's see what we got. And yeah, it's pretty dirty. Definitely needs to be done. And wow, look at all this. Hang on. Well, we aren't detailing the darn thing, so this is as good as it's getting. We're gonna pop in our new air filter. None of that dirt would ever make it into the intake because it's gotta go past this first, so it's not gonna affect anything at all. So before we put the intake back on, we're gonna clean up the mass airflow sensor with some mass airflow sensor cleaner. And guys, do not use brake cleaner or anything else. You gotta get the right stuff before you do this, and it's really easy. All you're doing is spraying your mass airflow sensor. You can see one of the elements right there. And in a lot of cases, it's easier just to take the mass airflow sensor out so you can really clean the inside of it, and that's what it looks like. And what we're going after are those right there. See those little elements? We're simply gonna spray those down. Clean them up really good. And you wanna let this dry completely before you start the engine, so we'll let this sit until it's totally dry, and that's it. This will definitely restore a little bit of performance, and it's a really easy thing to do while you're performing your tune-up. I did not gauge the weight of my oil container very well. Good thing I had the cardboard down, but we made quite the mess. This is gonna be fun to transfer into gallon milk jugs that I grab out of the recycling bin. And here's the aftermath of my oil spill. It's really no big deal at all. You know, it just I just filled up a couple containers, didn't have any milk ones, but yeah, I didn't make a mess. It looks bad. It looks much worse than it really was. It went really, really, really well. All right, we're moving on to the brake fluid flush, and if you guys are a one-man show, this guy is phenomenal. So you're gonna need shop air, but if you have that, if you have a little compressor, you just hook up the line here to the bleeder. I already have it cracked loose. It's just a 10 mil, and you can already see some of the fluid starting to come out. And there you go, you can bleed your car in no time, maybe like 10 minutes and you're done, as long as none of the bleeders break off, which in this case, this car doesn't really have much rust or a lot of corrosion, so it's coming apart pretty easily. And after this brake flush, we're gonna try and keep it that way by undercoating the entire car. All right, so we're done with the tune-up and all the fluid changes, filters, everything is good to go. Our final step here is making Kinga's car not deteriorate here in Chicago. So we're using the AMSOIL heavy-duty metal protector. And I made a video showing you guys how to do this on my wife's Escalade, so I'll link that down below. But it's really easy, let me show you. Basically, you're spraying this stuff on anything you don't want to rust, like really nice brake lines. And then you're definitely gonna wanna spray all of the floors and all of the lines and pretty much everything and anything outside of the exhaust. And then Chicago's not gonna be able to destroy it with rock salt. It's really nice. All right, Kinga, so I've pretty much undercoated everything on your car so it won't rust, and in the future when you need service, it's gonna save you money because you're not gonna have rusted nuts and bolts, and lines aren't gonna be just big globs of rust like right here. This brake line is gonna stay looking pretty, and this is it. This is the amber film, and it doesn't rub off. And this only took about 45 minutes or so. It's kind of fun. You're pretty much just spraying this stuff everywhere that you wanna protect. So we got the pinch welds as well, obviously all of the lines. It's harder to tell here on the black frame, but all of this is coated. And if you do have some light surface rust, that's okay. It's not gonna seal it in like a rubber undercoating. I also like to spray the back of the backing plates for the brakes. Those love to rot out. Before we head over to the body shop, I just wanted to show you the workshop manual I was using when I was tightening up the intake manifold, which is plastic, by the way, and you gotta be careful that you don't crack those, and they do require you to follow a torque sequence, so that's what I was doing in the video, and it's only 89 inch-pounds, but these are really nice workshop manuals. People always ask me where to get these, and these are step-by-step instructions. You can rip apart pretty much anything on your car and put it together properly, and these are dealer-level workshop instructions, and they're only about $20. I have one for every one of my cars, and they have one for pretty much any car in existence, even some you've never heard of, like a Great Wall or a Zastava. But yeah, I have about 10 of these manuals, maybe more, for all the cars that I've had. And not only do they have manuals for cars, but they have them for pretty much anything else. Agriculture, electronics, motorbikes, power sports, trucks, everything. So I will leave a link down below for you guys. It's probably the best $20 you'll ever spend if you work on your own cars. All right, so with the tune-up done and the undercoating done, we are at Mancuso Collision Custom in Glenview, Illinois. This is my body shop, and they are stepping up and pitching into this project as well with the bodywork. So right now, we have a crack in the windshield, so the windshield's got to come out, which is actually awesome because what they have to fix primarily is right here. And to do this properly, the windshield would need to come out anyway, so we're going to fix up all these little chips here so we don't run into any issues at all with the paint on the roof. We have this little scuff on the bumper, so we'll see what we can do with that. And we just have a little guy right here, and I know I'm nitpicking here, but I really want this car to be perfect for Kinga. So everybody's working together. We're gonna get this thing done. We have like 3 days now to have this car delivered to Kinga. So these guys are pulling out all the stops to get the body work done immediately. I mean, I pulled in here like 15 minutes ago, and the windshield is almost out. All right, she's gone. That was seriously the quickest thing I've ever seen. It's about 10-15 minutes and the windshield is out of here. These little rock chips on the roof by the windshield can turn into a big issue if left alone. So eventually this will rust out and it can rot out this frame right here, which is a big problem, but we're catching this at a perfect time. It hasn't done any structural damage whatsoever. right, it is the next day and we're back at Mancuso Collision Custom. The Lincoln is done and these guys knocked it out of the park in a day and a half to help out Kinga. So they really pulled out all the stops here, made the proper repairs, and take a look at this roof. So we had some rock chips, a little bit of rust forming. There was a nice little chunk right here missing and it's perfect. Entire roof has been painted, entire roof has been clear coated. We have a brand new windshield with no crack right over there. And take a look at the rear bumper. You'd never be able to tell anything was done. This is perfect. So right now, we're heading over to Chicago Auto Pros where Jason and the guys are gonna detail the entire car. We're gonna get rid of this little scuff. Dennis Does Dents is gonna do his thing with our dents. We are gonna buff out the entire car, shampoo the interior, no more bugs all over the front end, and this Lincoln is gonna look mint.
When you're fixing a dent, it's all about leverage. You wanna pick a really good spot. Sometimes you get lucky in certain panels where you have access holes.
This is cool though. A lot of times you can literally see these dents disappear right in front of your eyes. Dennis, you've outdone yourself once again. I cannot see anything. It looks absolutely perfect and he's not even done. So you don't have to take the door panel off, but unless you drop this nut, then you do. All right. There we go. All right, let's see here. That's all she wrote.
So why do you have duct tape on the odometer?
That's totally normal. You gotta guess the mileage on this thing. After you're done cleaning it though, because it, you know, it's kind of dirty right now. But
all right. You want me to clean the whole thing and then guess the mileage?
Yes.
All right.
Yes. Because you gotta look at the car. I want you to take a good look at the car while you're, that's when you notice stuff, is when you're cleaning it.
Okay.
So right now, Jason from Chicago Auto Pros and the team have a grand total of not even 3 hours to do a complete buff wax detail. Totally realistic.
We got it. We got our crew.
So he is tagging in right now. So it's time to attack this little scuff right here. And what do we got here? What are we using, Jason?
This is just a one-step polish, so it has some cut to it, and then it leaves a finish behind, so protection. And this should be able to take that away pretty quickly.
So you can take off.
Wait, should I guess?
Wait, hold on. Yeah, you gotta guess, dude. Hang on.
I mean, it's in pretty good shape. I mean,
pretty good shape.
It's
like mint. It's like mint.
But it's still
now
a
it is.
Car. I want to guess like 70,000 miles.
70,000 is your guess. All right, everybody down below, if you haven't already, comment what you think the mileage is on the Lincoln. Hang on. Let me just show it real quick. Look at this thing. Look at this thing. Look at the lines. Look at the lines. Look at the headlights. There hasn't been any work done to the body or paint outside of what they did at Mancuso's and what they did today. So look at this. Hey, hang on. Let me show the back seat here. Mint, clean. All right. Jason says 70,000. Let's take off our official odometer blocking tape.
Oh, the driver door is open.
Oh.
180,000 miles? Yeah. No way!
Can you believe it?
Holy crap.
All right, Jason's putting the final touches on this thing because we are very, very close to delivering this to Kinga. It's all set up already. My friend Dennis, who's really good friends with her, is setting the whole thing up. So we are done at Chicago Auto Pros. Thank you so much, Jason, for getting this done with basically no notice at all. and in like 4 hours. That was insane.
Merry Christmas, Kinga. We also have 2 free car washes for you, so when it gets dirty, bring it on back.
Look at that mileage, 180,000. Honestly, no one guessed that, right? I want you guys to experience what I'm experiencing here, okay? We're going over 70 miles an hour, I mean the legal speed limit, and no shaking from the steering wheel whatsoever. We have blind spot monitoring, cross traffic awareness systems. This thing is fully loaded. It's a wonderful, wonderful place to be. Oh, how does it shift, you may ask? On a dime. Oh, this thing feels like it'll go another 180. Is that her?
No, no.
Is that
No,
her?
no, it's not her. No, no.
You sure?
She's ahead. She's. No, yeah, no, no.
I thought she just came out. We're like a half a block down from her house, and it's like 7:30 in the morning.
No, it's not her. Don't worry about it.
So this is my friend Dennis. If you guys have been watching my channel literally forever, he is in my very first video. We did it on his 5.0 Mustang. And he's back. He's back for another video. So Dennis and Chris were absolute best friends, and he has stayed in contact with Kinga forever. They're still good friends. So I haven't seen Kinga in a few years, really, you know, since everything went down.
Yeah.
So hopefully she still recognizes me.
I think she will.
So I met Chris obviously through Dennis. We're all, you know, car friends, go to the track all the time and stuff like that. But I've known Dennis for 20 years. Yeah, Chris was he was a great guy. He was an awesome guy. He was the life of the party. He was always rooting me on at the track. He loved my Trans Am.
He was the party.
He would have liked it for Kinga as a daily, but he probably would have preferred, you know, to hang on to his 140. You know, he had an old 140 Mercedes he was always working on. All right, Kinga leaves for work in what?
In about 25, 30
She leaves.
minutes, so
She
we
leaves.
gotta
Okay.
try and-
So we're gonna pull up. What are we gonna do? We're gonna pull up in the side drive.
We're going to go right into the drive.
Okay, and he got donuts and coffee and stuff to surprise them for breakfast, you know, her and the kids. So she'll come out, we're gonna give them some coffee and donuts and a key and a title.
Hi, this is Marcy.
Here's a cup of coffee for you.
Hi, how are you doing?
In a while.
It is.
Do you know what's going on here?
I'm like, no.
I got a new car.
Oh, you got a new
I
car?
did. It's a nice Lincoln. We're giving it to you for Christmas.
Oh.
Here, let me hold it.
It's got two keys too.
No, it's not for real.
Yeah, this for you. It's for
Are you kidding?
That ain't it.
Merry Christmas. I know Chris would have loved this.
That's the one of the thing I went on. Those happy tears or not? I don't know, man. Got me crying.
You want to check it out?
You want the coffee first, or look at the car?
Yeah, can I give you a hug? I'm like, how? I don't get it.
Well, Alex made it happen.
You deserve it.
You deserve it.
You deserve it.
You deserve
I've
everything.
been wanting to do something like this for a long time. My mom was a single mom, so. So you're gonna see this in the video, but there's a guy named Scott who is a gigantic part of this whole thing, and he has been handed some pretty nice gifts in life, and he donated the car to me. I got myself and my team involved, and we fixed it up over the last few days. So wait till you see the video. We've done a bunch of work to it.
Oh my God,
Up until last night at like 9 o'clock at night. All right, here's your key. There's another one in the car. Here's a title. It's signed and ready to go.
I'm like, goodness, what's happening?
This is
What's happening?
fully loaded too. Unbelievable. He came through it. Unbelievable.
Oh my gosh.
Navigation.
So it's a 2010.
Oh my God, are you kidding me?
Yeah, all-wheel drive, new tires, new batteries, tuned up, detailed, buffed, waxed.
All-wheel drive. Perfect for the snow.
Look, how you want me to go to work right now? Oh my gosh, guys. Oh my gosh.
Well, Kinga, have a reliable car. You got a sunroof.
I got a sunroof. Always dream. I need more time to express my feelings, so I will call you like in 5 days.
It's a shock factor. It's overwhelming her right now.
So I can put my thoughts. Maybe I could speak Polish to you right now better.
Dziękuję?
Yeah.
That's the only one I know.
That's pretty good.
Hey, how do you say Merry Christmas?
Wesoły świąt.
Oh man, I can't do that. Merry Christmas.
It was your idea to do it?
It's always been my idea to do
Always the
this,
idea.
and I've been looking for a good used car that I could realistically do, and basically a friend of the whole YouTube. I don't know if you know, I make YouTube
I know,
videos.
I saw your videos.
Okay. So a friend of the YouTube community he had this car, he's been given a couple kidneys, and so he, you know, they don't offer much on used cars for trade-in. He's like, I'd rather make someone happy too. So I said, hey, I want to do this giveaway. He's like, done. So I had the car shipped here from Detroit, and it needed a little bit of work. And we had
It's beautiful.
It's
For
beautiful
me,
now.
it's
It's beautiful now.
Oh my God, guys! I'm like, I'm telling you, I'm speechless. It is beautiful.
Ready?
So the surprise is not done yet. We have more for
Part
Christmas.
2.
$1,000 cash for
Oh
me.
my God!
So $500 should cover taxes and title on this thing, and then there's another 5 Christmas presents,
Oh my
whatever.
God.
You gotta take it. You gotta take it. There's more. I can't even grab it.
Come on, Kinga.
So that's $1,000 for whatever tax, title, whatever you want. It's not too much. It's not too much. No, you deserve it. Seriously. Seriously.
Kinga, we love you.
You gave us baby clothes 5 years ago when we
Oh
needed it.
my
I mean,
gosh.
come on. You know, Chris painted my car when it didn't have full coverage insurance for free.
Yeah,
So,
he did.
You know,
A couple of times.
everything comes around. He didn't do the best job, but
That's his first time.
it worked. But... So here's $1,000, and then you'll see in the video, but the sponsor of the video, NordVPN, they threw in $1,000 for you as well. So Merry Christmas. Scott, the nicest guy in the world, who gave up the car. He's like, I want to throw in money. I'm like, Scott, you gave her the car. $500 from Scott. And then one of the other sponsors in the video, Emmanuel Online, threw in $100 for you too. So I'm not really good at math, public school system, but
It's 2,600, I think.
it's yours. Here, I'm giving it to you. There you go. All right, so Kinga's got to leave for work in like 5 minutes. Best workday ever?
Yes, definitely.
So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the thumbs up button, subscribe, and most importantly, have an awesome Christmas, holiday, whatever you celebrate. And Kinga, enjoy the car.
Thank you so much. Like and subscribe.
There we go.